become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanners take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk.
We're not enemies.
And who are you?
Henry. I'm a soldier. My job is to
From Scarlet, the one that...
and slaughter. Even
And arms! So why should...
we want to negotiate, and we can help together, and then you'll...
All right.
Be quiet, you flea bit down. Henry! Hey! Call off that mutt of yours!
Heel.
What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you. Listen,
That's... I've got one... Look!
wouldn't you swap?
Tang, have you...
Well,
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God, how many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I see you've got... I heard you...
Fortune. Come on, then. Show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. No, that's as far as I go. If I was you, I'd take it. Kurva! Damn your eyes! Ah! Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a...
It seems... I want...
You... Will you give...
What will you give me?
Well,
All right.
Yeah.
Not.
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh?
Here you go.
And how come you always
Take it.
win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, because you always lose.
How do you like?
I'll tell you.
And have you?
No, that's why. Besides, and don't mate. Whenever the only thing I hope none.
I'm about.
But we've got and I know that clever.
One. I can't abandon the company.
Henry, come here. Henry. Oh, that was a... Just for a...
Well, that's what.
And I must... Let's see if you keep... But we managed this. If Hannah... Well, kiss my... And by the way, how about...
You're in the.
Certain... So then,
Just a bit.
let's
Oh.
keep... You've got off. Here's a practice. Have that ready.
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. That's the way. Good. Nice. Good. That's the way.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Pretty good. You're doing great, Henry. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Nice. Sweet. My word. You're turning into a real master swordsman.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. Oh, nice, Henry. Too slow. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself. Your first hit.
How did he do that?
Fuck me!
Fellas. Nice technique. Did you see that?
Go for it!
Fuck me!
Nice block!
Fuck me!
Go for it! Jesus!
How do you do it?
Don't hold back.
How do you do it?
Nice block.
Fuck me!
Come on, Henry!
Fuck me!
That's my call.
Come on, Henry! Nice technique! Did you see that? That hit home!
Kurva! Fuck me!
Go, fellas, go!
How do you do it?
Right on the head!
Knock the stuffing out of me.
Don't hold back!
I yield! Enough! Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trusky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
So who?
Oh, it seems since that last...
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle. And we'll get some
If you told and you...
That-
Ha! You've got to have... She...
only
And I had to drag you...
and he
Now,
You're a... And then tag... Where's the...
The whole... Ain't that... You...
to reg a break.
aye, and, like... She's brave, and that's all.
You know,
Apart from the mosquitoes.
I. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
In the camp. It was...
Oh, I was...
It was...
You get your...
And what about... I mean, what?
well-
Does anyone...
Only what, sir? That's why we're...
But yeah, you
Oh, and that is...
And just hit out.
The sword. Balance, of course.
no. And I thought,
That sword. Well, that's, I suppose...
Well,
Alright.
well,
What? It's a red...
enough. Otherwise, it's no offense.
What are you...
No, there'll be a fee.
Anyone?
No, thanks. I must...
We can't.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going?
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer. Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
What was that sound? Hey?
It works.
What was that?
Let's go.
All right. What was that?
Na chvilku rozhalila košilku, vidím jen kousek, báby křižujou se, aleluja domine, aleluja domine. Pana v poli na chvilku rozhalila košilku, vidět jen kousek, báby křižujou se, aleluja domine, aleluja domine. Pana je u muziky, směje se na chasníky, klienty ją jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja domine, aleluja.
Henry, I told you to... Fucking God, you're a... We'll get out of the woods. And find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trusky? There's someone in front of us! Down!
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gun. Keep your
This
eyes
way.
peeled.
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
Sakura!
Foot trails,
He'll see us.
everything.
We'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think
Get
we
to
can
work.
swim all the fucking way across?
Shut up! Well, the chief will hear you. It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side. Snubbing a man. Your talk doesn't right you. Keep it out. Catching some naked men in the court is better than getting killed in a skirmish. Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
Shouldn't you be keeping watch?
They're coming
instead?
here! Stand still!
Mind them, do ya? If they tried to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on
Run!
the bank. Not
Quick!
Why are we moving now instead of being high up?
No, fuck, they're in front of us! Quick, into the rocks!
Find them! Kurva! They're fleeing into the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top!
They're here!
Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake? Damn it! How should we can't go? But oh, you don't. Calm down. Stop. You know what? Then if we can, I'll stay.
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
So I set off after you. Korva. That was a hellish maze. Let's go then.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit! Ha!
Christ!
Ah! 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 Fucking!
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword.
How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
What do for now? Don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Mark!
What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca!
Come on!
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the truck. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Are you
My
mad?
mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to Sir
Christ's sake!
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on!
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No!
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Look!
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa.
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here. Come on.
Is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think against scum!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
What happened?
He's taken care, and so you will.
I have to.
You won't get
What happened to him?
that cutthroat that followed you fellas. Cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering.
And what about that?
You can. I didn't get.
I understand. But you'll save.
God will. Well, I'll go. How are you?
What about...
You're brave. Ah, I didn't. And now you take this.
Thanks. But I need to get...
You slept. What I found, no doubt. If that is. And.
May God reward...
Bush. I know. I'll.
Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
There's a water trough in front of the hut. Have a wash there, so you're fit to face the world.
Ah, I feel like a new man. I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds! Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom and chamomile has white petals with a yellow centre. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get seeing him like...
I understand. Maybe I could
The law... do you...
not to worry. I wouldn't want you to...
Well...
Where should I put...
when you head and when...
True.
I'll sort...
All right.
Oh.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you.
Henry
and over
will be back soon
Bajana,
with
too.
the herbs, and we'll brew you up a potion.
I can't bury him without a shovel. Bajana said there should be one near the dung heap. This'll be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans. Ah, shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I can't be in the ground soon enough. Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower, sage, there we go. That's it, chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need, so back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. I can't just go wandering around. I have a duty to Sir Hans. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
I'll ask you one more time. I'm looking for the... Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. We're not von Bergov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did with you yesterday by the pond. But that's the least of your worries now. We'll take your Sir Hans with us, but we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
Hey,
This'll be
you!
quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy.
You're a dead man.
Fuck! Let's get out of here!
Fuck that. No!
No! I don't want to die!
Shit! Shit! Run!
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice. God be praised that my... So, your friend...
Well, Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. What about Sir Hans?
He's holding up, I'd say. But what he needs most now is that remedy.
Here.
Excellent. I gave you. It's a shame, but you, my eye.
All right. Well, I've been at the...
And not to... I have a...
I can read.
My...
I'll take the...
Of course. Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is. Happy to help.
This should help.
All right.
I reckon. What going? Chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after, and that'll give you strength.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its...
You must...
That's right. Then I helped Ma... Have no mana, she said on that. And what about... That's good. But I heard...
I dreamt and I...
Oh, they can have what strike...
I dreamt...
Well now, fortune breakfast and we must...
Bequeath his estate to me when I come of age.
Ah, what's complicated about that, sir?
Nothing. The thing is, it's up to a bunch of nobles. My father, of course, side by
Quite adult to me, sir.
Yeah, I should think so. Tracking their
tough to decide. And it's either, oh, look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning! Come join our... all the more!
Of course.
And I'm great... now...
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had, some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I...
And made him... And when...
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're who knows what heathen gods they pray to. They pillage, rape, and murder. They
I told you about them, though.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all.
What could they... but...
Well, anyway.
Why the
Fortune...
What?
For town...
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we...
Under the...
And we almost...
By...
As far as...
True enough.
To be honest, we were fighting outside, but I thought I was done for. And luckily...
Dude?
Quite a lot. We have...
Not far.
All right.
I'll for us.
Yes.
I have I want to take this. It's not all that...
Thanks.
No doubt.
Hans is right. God bless you.
And you...
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Liper for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was... Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it. Come on! You bring the best you... What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head. God's holy...
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the...
Oh, really? I'd rather...
Oh, we could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to ask them nicely? Please, kind... Or do you want to charge them in these rags and...
They're very droll. Find out where they put the letter.
Are you dreaming?
Quite a strong...
Bollocks.
What else do you...
To Ratta, you just don't... We'd be alive.
Service is kind of slow today.
I'm sure, sir.
He might. We've got no...
Chin up.
No, I'll tell you, instead of...
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pageneth. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here. Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I hear one of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
An acrobat,
What was
eh?
that?
Is wounded.
What doesn't he?
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Getting a mug of piss after all.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
We saved you. Me and my lord there. You and some other women were attacked by bandits. You must remember that.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine.
Need to get to von Berghoff.
Why you
Always ready.
glad to hear you pair? So you're
All right.
over there, my old. The second you have to let. If you just two.
All right. For sure.
Aye, lad, is that...
All right.
Glad to hear. Where ya?
Rat.
Rat, I ain't been, but I know...
I heard some talk about...
Ah, young lo... When rich...
Not a bad idea.
Could I get to the wedding?
I don't know about that, lad.
Who is this?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Semain. The fort in the village. Old Jan Semain is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. They used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Semain, of course.
Will Lord von...
How should I know? What's that?
Oh.
If you want to find young Svat...
Where do you want the sack?
To the pantry, but I'd spit...
Is that all you know?
What else is it?
What's life like?
Better now that you and your pal have found... Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads... But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around.
Is von Berghoff recruit?
No, von Berghoff. They go of their own... They don't... They just...
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern.
Is this the only tavern?
In Troskovitz.
You must be doing pretty well.
I'd be doing a lot better if...
Where can I find work?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd. Come to mention it, he sat just round the corner there. And that fella next to him is Miller Grazel. He needs helpers now. You know what they... Well then...
I'll go and discuss it.
And careful with them sacks. I don't... Here it comes.
Somewhere she's out of sight. You know, so she's safe.
The butcher? Safe?
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
We're messengers from Ratai, here to deliver a letter to Lord von Berghoff, in the name of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dworitz and Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Hear that, Crazel? A messenger, he says. Looks more like a scarecrow to me.
He's a lame liar, all right. But he knows how to spin a good yarn. You can't deny him that.
I'm not lying. We're messengers. But everything got out of hand somehow.
Well, whether you're lying or not, no one will believe a word you say in them rags. What do they call you, lad?
Henry of Skalitz.
Fancy yourself a noble, it seems.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards. When I'm swamped with work, let's shake on it.
Why work in the smithy when you can work in my mill? The job's cleaner and less grueling.
Oi, I asked him first.
And the forge reminds me too much of what happened to my folks. But I spent lots of time in Ratai Mill, too. So I know how things work there.
What? You know old Peshek? Well, I'll be damned.
You two know each other?
Why wouldn't we? How's that old rogue?
All right, I think. He pulled me out of a mess. And, taught me a lot of things about...
About the thief's trade, eh? Well, don't be ashamed. We all know what millers are like.
Ah, be quiet, would you? We're not all the same. But I'd always find a job for Peshek's apprentice.
Well, small world. I'll definitely drop by, and we'll come to some agreement. I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Sameen.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Sameen and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that! It's gonna be big! Even Lord von Burgo himself is gonna be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Would it be possible to get to von Burgov, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. Play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right, all right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day. So you won't get in without an invitation.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that we needed there.
Aye. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
Bugger it! Cut the mysterious horse shit. You'll scare the lad.
Come off it. How could I scare him? If he knows old Peshek, there's nothing can scare him. It's good work at the mill. And if he does well, I'll get him to the wedding as well.
I'm not so sure about that. He wouldn't be leaving anything to chance with me. Semin's my friend.
And I have other acquaintances. No, the boy's chosen wisely.
Unless he changes his mind.
I'd like to ask about the wedding.
You've heard all you need to.
About that job.
I look forward to seeing you.
I haven't been here before, and I'd like to learn...
What's there to say?
It's usually peaceful, thank God. I don't like too much excitement.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslings. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schomberg's his name.
Yeah, I saw him on the gate tower, when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
So it's...
Aye. Except there's more...
But we'll be back to our old ways.
I've got to be...
Wait! There's something out with the truth.
We really are. We didn't look like this when we set up camp down by the pond. And in the evening, we were attacked by bandits. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything. Even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
One day,